Hello and welcome to the Spiritual View. I'm Jennifer Halliburton with the Awakened Jenn Tarot, and I'm one of the Soulful Revolution certified readers and one of the hosts of the Spiritual View. And today we're going to be doing the Motivational Monday reading for you. And so I was inspired by some of the studies that I've been doing lately. I just started Archangel Academy through Radley Valentine. And so I'm just wanting to learn how to connect more deeply with each of the archangels. That's just one of my, deep passions and connections. And so I've been studying Archangel Ariel this week. And so I've got a spread that I'm going to be using that's called Ariel's Three Wishes. And so we're going to be focusing on Archangel Ariel. And the reason why we're focusing on Ariel is because she's who you connect with when you're trying to manifest in your abundance. And for the energy forecast that I did for my channel this week, that was the whole theme was about manifesting abundance. And so that one part right there is what really inspired me most to, hey, I think this is the perfect time to bring in Archangel Ariel. All right, so before we get started, let's go ahead and take 3 deep breaths together and do the invocation to call in the spirit team. All right, so if you'll close your eyes and breathe in. That's one. Breathe in. That's two. Breathe in. That's three. I now call in my angels, archangels, ascended masters, my higher self, and guardian angels to please enter this present space and time. I also call in Archangel Ariel specifically to please enter this present space and time. I call upon Archangel Michael to place a bubble of protection around us. Only beings of the highest vibration of pure love and light may enter in. So be it. All right, so I have got a few things prepared for us already. So let me share my screen here. Right. Okay. So this is Archangel Ariel right here. So she is who you would go to when you are wanting to connect to your abundance and your prosperity. She's also very connected with nature as well. So, like, she's connected with the animals. If you have a sick pet, this is someone who you would want to connect with. Um, but we have Archangel Ariel. Your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. And so before we even got started, I went ahead and did a channeled message from Archangel Ariel. What does Archangel Ariel want us to know about manifesting abundance? You must persevere. You must trust. You must know. When it comes to manifesting abundance, you must remember that you are directly connected to the source of all that is. Where all abundance flows, you must connect to the creation energy within and remember your divine right to your abundance. You must take actions towards your goals while remaining confident that every part of the path is being used to bring in your manifestations. You must persevere in faith and courage, even when the path is difficult and the manifestation process is long and complex. Finding joy in the journey is what helps align you even faster to your highest timeline of abundance. And I love that she does mention the courage in here because Ariel's name means lioness of God. Um, and so that is one of the ways that she does help support us is that she brings in the courage to go after our ambitions and to bring in our abundance. And so I've already pulled 3 cards to represent the 3 wishes that we are going to be looking at and going in to ask guidance from Archangel Ariel about. And so the first one is I chose the Nine of Pentacles because it represents just prosperity, just flowing in. I mean, if you just look at this card, she has money, she's very abundant, she's just, I mean, just, and I think that this is one of the biggest wishes, that most of us have is we want to have a very prosperous life. We want to feel comfortable. We want to have enough. We want to have more than enough, but we want to have enough. Um, the next very, very common thing that many of us are trying to manifest is these healthy connections, healthy relationships. This is high level soulmate energy. And so a lot of the readings I do, we are focused on trying to bring in usually it's our twin flame, which is that highest level soulmate energy. But we do want these very aligned, healthy connections. So that is another one of our wishes that we're going to Ariel about. And then the third card I chose was the Ten of Cups. So this is just happy family, happy life. And so I think that, it goes without saying, we want our whole family, our whole life to have, just this emotional fulfillment, just this happiness, this joy. We want to be satisfied, not just financially, but emotionally as well. And so those are our three wishes that we're going to Ariel about is how can we bring in our prosperity, our money, our financial abundance? How can we bring in our healthy, high level connections? And how can we have that happy family, happy life? So those are the three wishes that we are asking about. So we're using the Souls on Fire tarot deck to do the spread. So I need to shuffle to do the rest of this. So, Archangel Ariel, we are calling you in at this time to give us guidance as to how can we bring in our abundance? How can we manifest in our abundance? Our abundance in all areas of our life. We have our three wishes that we're coming to you for. We are looking for your guidance and your support in this direction. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and lay the cards out and then we will go through them. All right. So this card. This one. Okay. All right. So for the rest of the spread, the first card that we're looking at is the Ariel's overall thoughts of our choices. And so we have the Ten of Wands. So I feel like this question right here is, are you really ready to let go of the past? Are you really ready to let go of these things that have been holding you back? I mean, like we're talking all the not even just emotional, we're talking like cleaning out closets, cleaning out drawers, like getting rid of things, old pictures, just like really, really cleaning out the spaces that are connecting you, keeping the energetic cords tied to the past. Are you ready to let go of those things? Also, are you ready to start learning how to say no, not taking on more than what you can actually handle? Are you ready to have those kinds of difficult conversations because you know that you're going to get pushback because you know that the only reason why you ended up carrying all of this big load was because you were trying to keep the peace and avoid conflict? Are you ready to really face the conflict that it takes so that you don't have to continue to take on all of these heavy burdens? Are you ready to make the hard decisions? Are you ready to take risks that are going to get you out of your comfort zone? This is what this card is saying. Are you ready? You are asking for some really big, high level things. You want this highest timeline life. That's what I've asked for right here. I didn't ask for just a little bit, I asked for it all. So, are you ready to give it all up in order to move forward into this path? That is what she is saying. Okay. So the next part of this, I've pulled cards that are guidance for each one of the wishes that we are asking about. And so we'll start over here with how to bring in our money. How do we bring in this prosperity? And the guidance here is the Temperance card, which is all about patience. And it's also about moderation. So it's really, are you, managing your money appropriately? So are you managing what you already have appropriately? Like, are you making the most out of what you already have right now? Or are you overindulging and that's causing you to feel like you have less than what you really have? So this is about really inspecting, what you already have. And so we're going back to saying we are going to get rid of the things, we're going to look at what we have. We're going to assess what we need and what we don't need. We're going to get rid of the things that we don't need. And then we can see what we really have so that we know, then what we're working with. So that's the first step right there is one, you're making space. You're making space. Okay. But it's taking patience. So it's about moderation because it's right here that what I'm getting is that you already have more than what you already know, like more than what you are recognizing. Like you need to look at what you already have and work with what you already have first. And then once you have the appreciation for that, the rest of it starts flowing in. Okay. So for our connections, the card that came out was the Five of Swords, the advice card to get to these healthy connections is the Five of Swords. We have to demand it. We have to raise our standards. We cannot stay in these type of connections. This card is about having personal integrity, and part of your personal integrity is about holding integrity for the standards that you have for yourself and how you're going to be treated and who you're going to be in connection with. We're going to, end these toxic connections much quicker. We're going to recognize these toxic connections much quicker. We're going to shut this down. We're going to really be working on this type of energy. So like if you're in these type of connections, get out of these connections, start working on the root of the cause that got you to these connections, because you're not ever going to you're not going to get to the healthy connection until you understand what was the unhealthy part of this connection. So you've got to do the work here before you'll be able to get to this right here. You've got to make sure that you understand what patterns were in place that set up this dynamic that led to an abusive, unhealthy relationship cycles. Okay. So now then, the last wish is for happy family, happy life. This is the Ten of Cups. Just, emotional fulfillment. I don't have to want for anything. I'm not worried. I'm not stressed. I feel really good about life. And so if you want to get there, the guidance is here in the King of Pentacles. So you have to step into this energy. The energy of the King of Pentacles is building a very stable foundation. He's very wise with his finances. And so we were talking about that earlier already. So this is very much connected in that, because part of what you're expressing in this is that in order for me to feel this, I have to have, relief from, the financial burdens. So it is connected with your financial burdens. This is about, you have to build the foundation. You have to build for the life that you are desiring. And again, it does come back to looking at what you already have and having the appreciation and using what you already have very wisely, because that is something else with this man. He is very wise. There's a generosity to this. There's also, very grounded. So this person doesn't just wish and dream He actually brings it out into his reality in the actions that he has taken, in the efforts. He is doing the work. Okay. So the last card is the final guidance from Ariel. And I feel like that this has actually been a consistent message already out of everything that she has expressed to us. So her final guidance is this Four of Cups energy. And the Four of Cups is about not appreciating what you already have. It's about looking at what you have and thinking it's not enough already. And so it does come into appreciation for what you have, and that is what brings in more. And I'm connecting it with you must persevere in faith and courage, even when the path is difficult and the manifestation process is long and complex. Finding joy in the journey is what helps align you even faster to your highest timeline of abundance. It's 4:44 on the clock. So, this was a very powerful message, I feel, just about really is putting the focus back on, our own responsibility too in the manifestation process is that we've already been very successful at manifesting. It's just that when they're coming in, we're already moved on to the next thing. And so we have to make sure that we're taking time to appreciate that we did manifest literally anything that you see around you right now. You manifested that. You brought that into your life. And this is how powerful you are. This is what you've already brought in. And so now then, like the biggest thing that I was seeing was coming from this card right here. It's time to let go of the things from the past so that we can make space for these manifestations to come in. Because we have been holding on for way too long to, these burdens of the past. All right, so I am going to close it out there. I hope that you found this helpful. And if you did, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to this channel. You can hit the bell for notifications and it will let you know every time we post a new video. We post daily videos and each day it's a different reader for you. And then on the third Friday of each month, we do a collective session. And so our next one is going to be on June 21st. And in those sessions, we do have a giveaway for a free reading. And also, if you would like a reading with me or any of the readers, that information will be down in the description box below. All right. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your week. Thank you so much. And I'll see you next time. Bye.